thing working? Okay, here we go. Hi, it might be on a little delay. Happy after Halloween. I've been trying to do this video for a while, but seems like my thing wouldn't be working right. And I'm sorry. There we go. Sorry. Anyway, this is gonna be a half and half thing. I originally was gonna do this for separate, but because and then do the other thing as in sets because I haven't talked about it for a while now. But because of time consuming, yeah. Okay, the first half I'm gonna be talking about something really interesting. If you guys don't know, this person, her name's Disney Fanatic. She's also on DeviantArt and fanfiction.net. She's a really good writer and actually video choreographer. Which is in what you think it is. She actually took one of her stories and I think she's planning on doing the sequel to it. I don't know if she's gonna do the middle story thing that was tiny bit, but I know she's doing the sequel the story's called Bride of Discord. And the sequel is called Daughter of Discord. But it is a great story. I read it like maybe at least twice, if not 3 times, because there's a lot of chapters in the story portion. And then she actually made videos for Bride of Discord, and she's working on her last video, which should be coming out late November. And I don't know what that little thing in the corner of my thing is. I hope that's not gonna tell me anything in issues. Anyway, and actually she voices Rainbow Dash and Applejack in the story. Now this story is basis off of Beauty and the Beast and Bride of Lindworm King, which I have no idea what the Bride of Lindworm King is, but I know Beauty and the Beast. And then she actually doesn't do the art herself. I don't think except for maybe like her little videos informing people. She has a lot of people who are supporters of this who she was willing to have them do artwork. So if you watch the videos, which I will have to do a link to later, I haven't had a chance to put the link in. So somewhere at this point or in the description below, you will see a link to her fanfiction, her DV, and her YouTube. So don't expect them all at once. Anyway, so you'll see throughout the videos, like for the episodes, that they are by different artists, which is actually really unique. I'm glad that she just didn't go with one person because that can be so tasking. So yeah, and then also, unlike her story, they were actually combined together, some of the chapters, because there's a lot of chapters, so I'll tell you. So, like, there's gonna be only 10 videos. The last 2 chapters are gonna be based off the 10th video, or the basis for the 10th video, I'm guessing. Obviously, because that's all that's left. So, but then there's some stuff cut out and stuff. When I actually got into the videos first, before I started watching reading the stuff. So when I saw episode 8, which is one of my favorite videos, I love the one with songs in them. So I'm not a big fan of my dear friend Fluttershy, but that's okay. I mean, everyone has their own opinions. I was like, okay, I want to find where this song happens in episode 8. So it's like I was going through the chapters, and it's like, wait a minute, none of the songs showed up in this. So I found out that the songs were an added tidbit, which actually made it more unique than the story, because I mean, yeah, you didn't expect that, and it kind of helps fill in certain gaps. So like some Pony to Love, I don't know if I think that might have been in the story, but I don't think she was singing it. I'm not sure. My Dear Friend Fluttershy, On My Own, Applejack's version of On My Own, which I love, because like I said, she does the voices for Rainbow Dash and Applejack. She actually did the singing voice as well for probably both of them. I know at least she did Applejack because she sings on my own and she is amazing. So yeah, I'm just like, I love her voice. I wish I had her voice. I'm not a great singer, and you guys know that from my past videos. Past videos. Yeah, I suck. I pretty much suck. So it's like I don't know if I'm ever gonna do any singing videos on here again. Though there's some I'm good at, like, but it's like singing where you guys can't hear the music, or it's like the music's in the background, but it also has the singer in it. It's just like I can't do that, and I can't find karaoke stuff. I'm actually hoping to get a CD disc drive thing for this thing, so I can put my stuff on here, cause it's just getting really annoying. And actually, I've been out of commission for my iPod for a while now, at least 3 weeks. I actually had a mood change. My mood has been crabbier. I've been like, I even snapped at one of my friends and I feel bad about it, though I still am in my right mind with certain things. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to dwell on past issues, so I don't know when I'm going to talk to this person again. So, let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, right, then there's, episode's 8th song, which is Chaos of the Night instead of Music of the Night. Actually, the funny thing is, and I owe Disney fanfic for this, I thought of, okay, I love that family opera. What if a few of the main characters were gender switched? Like, obviously, not just one, the Phantom, because then that would make it, but, and the some people aren't really sure about everything with that yet. I have no problem with it. Anyway, but so that means I turned Christine into Christopher, Raul, I think into Rachel, and then the Carlotta into Carlos, and then I don't know who that his or her spouse was supposed to be name is, but he would be a girl too, and then that would be it. Cause nothing else would have to change. I mean, Christine could have still been a guy and a dancer, though they weren't probably well known. She still could have been a dancer as a male, as well as the singer. So I actually was creating the Phantom's attire, which was I had my own outfit. Now I'm gonna put another link, but I'm gonna try at the very bottom of that of where I come in for this. And actually, when I did this part, when you see me in this little video, so it might be yeah. So when I did this costume, I had a hair malfunction. My hair was fine. It didn't look horrible. It just the color didn't come out right. Never get the chalk stuff. I mean that chalk stuff that they tell you to. They say it's easy to put streaks in your hair from as seen on TV. You have to put primer. You have to put hairspray on at the end to make sure it sticks. I didn't have primer. I didn't know I had to use primer. So I did the hairspray portion though at the end, and I still had dusting on my shoulders, so it made it actually look like a purple glow. So that kind of helped me out in the long run. But actually, originally how my attire was, it's actually looked different, and actually my friend was able to help me with the hair, help me change up the attire a little, and help me put the makeup on, which I love. I love that she did. So actually, I'm still drawing. I only have the head and the hair, part of the hair done. Drawing a sketch for this, and it was when I was at RWBY. So, like I said, I'm gonna have to put 4 links in, so don't expect it too soon. Excuse me. Anyway, so because actually I changed from Family Opera to something else. But because of Chaos of the Night, I thought of actually reintroducing myself to Family Opera. Practice every single thing with the Phantom speaking or singing in it. It was surprising. And I might not be able to get to the second thing because or I'll have to do only a few minutes about it. And then but then I changed that character. But I still owe Disney fanfic and thank her for reintroducing me and that. Then the fact that I think I love like I actually for some reason decided to save. Blah, 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 blah. I actually was rewatching the videos in order and practiced like where even though I wasn't saying a word, I was just lip syncing to Fluttershy. Doing Fluttershy's part for all the Ride of Discord episodes out so far, and I'm gonna do that again when it includes episode 10. But it's like I might think about doing that version of Fluttershy. So, but like I have to use my own attire. The only thing I want to get for Fluttershy is ears and wings and a wig. Unless I'm not painting this hair pink, it's not going to come out well. Anyway, no crap. Sorry, almost 9 o'clock. But and then the last song was Discord's Lament, which actually was based off of Frollo. I guess Frollo's Laments from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I love that. Actually, for that one, I want to actually be Discord. But it's like, I don't think I could do Discord. Anyway, that's about it, with that one. I'm looking forward to episode 10, and then when she starts doing Bride, or Daughter of Discord. Speaking of which, if you have any availability, I do have a microphone kind of thing, but it's like, I just need help sending any vocal stuff. Like 2 people. I can save it. I've done it once, and then I did do something once before with a voice acting kind of website, but I never got called. Any calls or anything like that, so it's okay. But yeah, if you need another voice for anything, I can do childlike, I can do female, I can do somewhat like male, female, but I'm not really good at doing males as of right now. Unlike a lot of women who are cast as the male version of male kids like Rugrats and such and such and yeah. Anyway, now on to the other half. So for you Disney fanfic fans, this is it. So unless you're RWBY fans, yeah, I'm done with that. I got to watch the final episode of RWBY yesterday. I was a day behind, and I know I haven't talked about it much, but I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. We got this season. We got to find a little bit more about Ruby's past. Well, more or less Yang's past. Turned out that her father remarried. Her father or their father originally was married to Yang's mom, which I'm gonna get to in a little bit. Which I should put up the link or something. But she had left, and then like maybe it was like their version of a divorce or something like that, or he knew that she was never coming back, so he remarried to Ruby's mom, Summer Rose. So I don't know if that means her father's last name is Rose or Zhao Long is their last name, or Long, I guess. I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing they don't make a big deal about names for some reason, or they do what my uncle does, where they decide on what last name they are by their gender. Don't ask. Anyway, so we know about that. We find out Weiss has a sister named Winter Schnee, so I'm guessing it was just Yang's family, I guess, in particular. We found out that Adam, Blake's partner, I guess, I left out boyfriend, is still well known to the White Fang, I guess, or like someone that they trust, as well as that he wasn't all that he seemed. And if now we find out, or now it makes sense, Blake's trailer, when she leaves White Fang and Adam, that's the trailer. That is what it is. It's like she realizes at the very end that she cannot be a part of something that's not going to care about human life, even if it's non-fauna. So yeah, that's a big thing. We finally get to see some of Team I don't remember what their thing is, but Velvet's team. Now, I don't know what, Fox, doesn't say a word, neither does, the other guy in the team. Coco, however, I think she's like a vain girl, somewhat of a vain girl who loves fashion. And her purse is a machine gun. I was gonna do like a double thing video, but it turns out the video cam that I have to use this do uploads anymore does not do. You have to upgrade to do that. So it's like, not paying. I don't like to pay for something unless I absolutely have to. I had to pay for my sketchbook thing, and that was the most I ever wanted to do. When I do want to pay for stuff where I have to pay online, I'll let you know. Or I won't let you know, actually. Obviously. Um, but yeah. And then she tells Velvet, "No, you've been working on this for a long while. Use it for something more important." So it's like we still don't know what's in the box. It's getting me very annoyed. We found out John looks somewhat good at a dress. And we find out that what else do we find out? That there's a crow lady. Like she kind of reminds me of Adam when with the glowing kind of mask and highlights, but I don't think the highlights are actually more. It's more just less mask. And then at the very end, we find out that when the Raven Woman takes off the mask, now she looks just like Yang. Now the thing is, there's two possibilities I can do with this. One, she's her sister, and well, twin sister or something, and from her mother, through her mother, and but with some sort of grim or something. I don't know. Or it's Yang's mother. Now the thing about it is, this is where it gets weird because I finally got through to finding out who this woman is because I finally had to go through do certain things to get to find out this on RWBY Wiki. Um, they call her something else, Raven Bra something. I don't know. But yeah, that is it. That, and I am just like I was actually watching this while I was waiting for trick or treaters. I actually squealed mom when that happened. Um, I didn't like that they had that after the credits, and I knew that for some reason I just knew they were gonna do something like that where they did a Marvel where they put something at the very end. I don't know if they did that with season one. I'm gonna relook at that. But since it's officially November, I'm gonna make sure to look as soon as possible to see when I can get the RWBY, which I know Target will have most likely since they carried season one, which my parents got. So I'm just like looking forward to watching this as a whole. I don't want to have to go through the episodes things again because I just really like this. I'm not worrying really much about the music anymore since there's no trailer stuff anymore, which is what I originally liked. But here's my theories for next season. We finally get to see Adam's fate. We finally get to find out what happened to Ruby Rose as well as Ruby Rose's mom, and see if and maybe that this who this Raven woman is. We finally get to hear Dio's voice, which I highly doubt, but it's a possibility. We Jean picks whoever. Finally confesses to who he likes, whether it's Pyrrha, Ruby. I doubt he's gonna still stay with Weiss. I don't think Neptune and Weiss are gonna end up being together. It's a good pair. Same with Blake and Adam, or not Adam, Monkey Boy. I'm just calling him Monkey Boy at the time. We already know Penny's a robot or android, whatever you want to call her. I just want to know what's inside the velvet box. I want to meet Monkey Boy's other two team members, and then I'm dying to find out what Winter Schnee looks like. Because I feel like she's going to play a bigger part in this than just being mentioned. Also, I am just really looking forward to when the next set of fairy tale like characters they do. Like the next team. Now, as you know, don't if you guys know, I do have my own RWBY team. So there's 3 others in the making. I'm just gonna say them all right now, and that's gonna be it. Because it's just like I don't have time to actually work on them at the moment. So I'm just gonna reveal who they are. I don't have names for them, but I'm working on it, or will work on it when I can. And this is already at 20 minutes. Wow. I won't keep this longer than 25. Okay. Um, my first team, my original team was Team Chasm. Um, made up of leader Cassandra Cherish, who is based off of like a little more evil. So it's kind of like but she's not exact. I don't know if she's gonna be exactly evil, but she has an evil past. More than what Blake's was. Like she actually enjoyed doing this. It wasn't for justice. It wasn't for the right thing. It was actually just because after the first time she felt good about it. So yeah. She's based off of a Gretel. Um, Amaris Breyer, who is and Cassandra's color is Ceres, which is not the same color as Ceres Hood's color. It's actually a pink. Um, Amaris Breyer, whose color is amethyst. Now she's actually not originally she was supposed to be a Sleeping Beauty, but actually she's Sleeping Beauty's dragon. Her mother was the dragon before her, and after whoever forced her family, her into this, friends to reveal, use her, that if her daughter turned out to be a faunus as well, that she would have to do, she would be the next one. So it's like, or if she was human, she could be the next Sleeping Beauty, which is actually something they haven't done for RWBY yet. So it's like her mother did not reveal. She always made sure her hair was like a little bit poofed up, but she didn't. So it was kind of, and way more wavy, where it's like you couldn't see the horns that she started growing in soon after that. She became the Sleeping Beauty, when actually was supposed to be the dragon. So her mother actually kept her guard. So it kind of turned into a Rapunzel thing, but it wasn't. But it actually was for her own good. Sophia Caron, which is actually a Snow Queen kind of thing. She has the similar issues like Weiss does, where but she comes from a spoiled family, but she's not exactly spoiled. She's just cold. And she actually has 3 other sisters who have their own teams as well. She's the oldest of the 4 sisters, though. And then Marina Ula, who's kind of like Yang, especially in the chest area. She's like a little mermaid kind of faunus, like she's like a sea creature, but she can breathe over water. Like her gills need air actually as well as water. And she actually has a dark past on her as well, but she didn't want it. And actually hers is one of my favorites, because you know how everything's all as well as gone. The only one that's actually a gun in my thing is Cassandra's. Otherwise, everyone else is just like a sword. Like Mars is a sword and magic. Dustbriar. Thorns. Sophia's is like a throwing shield, because it's got like with also a shield, a throwing shield, because it's got spikes on it, I think, as well as it can shoot a laser, and it has throwing stars on it. But Marina Ula's looks like an umbrella. It's actually got a anchor kind of grappling hook, like a lure at one end, and she can shoot at somebody, as well as like I think a spear on the other. She can use it as a spear as well. The other 3 teams are Team Cast, which is the spring character of it, because the Snow Queen is actually a Snow Queen. Is the spring Gardner, I guess, his character, and her three others are the Taurus from the Taurus and the Hare, um, the the Blue Fairy from Pinocchio, and Chicken Little. Well, female Chicken Little. Team. Uh, Sorry, I have to look it up. There we go. I don't know. Oh, Team Glass, which consists of Cleopatra. Yes, I did a Cleopatra. Since technically, I think that Emerald is Alibaba or Aladdin. I think Cleopatra. Um, Either the stylist or the emperor from Emperor's New Clothes. But technically, this one is clothes, and he's actually a fashion stylist. Now, I haven't thought of their weapons yet. These other three teams. Well, actually, I thought of the Taurus's weapon, which is also a shield, but she also has shoes too. Um, and this is gonna be way too long. I am sorry, people. If you want to stop now, I should have warned you about that. But anyway, the third team member. Oops, sorry. Third team member is the Red Shoes Dancer, and she's actually very malicious. And the Summer Princess for the for the three sisters or four sisters. Um, and she's actually more of a spoiled brat than her sister. And then the last one is Team Fold, and they're actually more of a band of thieves kind of thing, led by the Autumn sister. Um, then there's the Robin Hood, who's actually not exactly merry. He's actually more serious. Puss in Boots, and he's actually a faunus. He's a cat faunus, just like Blake, but he actually accepts his, faunus side. And an Esmeralda like thief, like in Hunt, but she's more of a thief, kind of like Aladdin, but she's from like the Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Anyway, that's about it. I am so sorry. This didn't mean to take so long, but I'm not gonna be able to do stuff for the next few weeks anyway, because I got like papers I gotta do. Actually, didn't get one done a while back that I should have. Anyway, that's about it. I click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Like I said, it's gonna be a while before I get all the links I need to show you guys down. So yeah, comment down below about anything you think I might be correct on or discorrect on RWBY, what your feelings are about Bright Discord, as well as, oh, I forgot to mention that she also does, Bright Discord does, or Disney Fanatic actually does a bunch of different, using the pony stuff, Broadways and movies, mainly stuff that's been on Broadway, to do, a lot of her videos in between videos, and it's just like it's really really good. I wish I could have done something to say like which ones were my favorite on each, but like I don't have any more time now. Click like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good Halloween if you guys weekend, and bye.